What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're going to be talking about Lil Uzi Vert and Playboi Carti, and these two form one of the most iconic SoundCloud duos of all time, and today I wanted to go back in time and discuss their relationship. And I know that this video was already done by Genius, however I do feel that that video didn't cover everything and did miss some cool little tidbits and some Easter eggs that fans would want to know as well, so I wanted to give my own version of it. So let's get into it and break it down.
All my haters need a gone back off. All my haters need a gone back off. Y'all haters in a way, y'all they see I'm getting paid. Y'all, I'ma let them hate. Y'all, I'ma let them hate.
So the two's first official collaboration would come in January of 2016 with Left Right. However, the two's relationship starts a lot earlier than that in 2015. Even though 16 times 29 is widely known as their announced collab album that never got released, even back in 2015 they had plans of a joint project together before they even had one song out. An old tweet by Uzi says at one point that they were working on an EP, and even more so than this, we find out how much of a fan that Uzi was of Carti, saying that Carti's Broke Boy inspired a song of his, Dope Boy. However, that song, as far as I'm aware, is yet to release. And fast forward to the release of Left Right in January of 2016, this marks their first released song together, and to this day probably stands as my favorite collaboration between the two. And make sure to comment your favorite collab between the two in the comments below. As I said, mine is Left Right, but I want to know yours. There is a lot to choose from, so let me know. And it's interesting to note that there is actually a different version of this that was originally teased by Uzi on IG, which features the start of an unreleased Uzi verse which we never got to hear.
Bitch, I never told, why your bitch on my dick, well I never know, and because I'm counting money, yeah, I'm counting notes, yeah, bitch, I'm counting money, yeah, I'm counting notes,
And even more recently, 3 years after the track was released, we saw a music video for the song leak onto the internet. This video was actually shot back in the day, but wasn't released for one reason or another, so it was leaked by the videographer Mezzy. And before we go on, a quick shout out from my Instagram. Shout out goes to Fractalizer for showing me love. Appreciate that. If you guys haven't yet, do make sure to follow your boy on Instagram at yadiiiigg. Also make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on those notifications so you guys stay up to date with my content. Also a reminder about my merch. We have the Playboi Carti and Travis Scott tees on deck. They're fire, links in the description to cop them if you're interested, but let's keep it going. So Left Right was released, and then right after that the two would actually go on tour together, named after the two's first collaboration, the Left Right tour. And just thinking about this tour in retrospect, it would have been so legendary to go to witness Love Is Rage 1 era Uzi and SoundCloud era Carti live together would have just been something special. If you guys did get to go to this, let me know in the comments below, that would have been amazing. And throughout 2016 the two would collaborate one more time on Uzi's Of Course We Ghetto Flowers off of the Perfect Love tape, which was also alongside Offset, and this was a standout track from the tape in my opinion. And moving into 2017, we would continue to see a lot more of Uzi and Carti. Kicking off the year, in February, the two would link up with V-Files for a pretty cool performance of a few songs together, and they would also do an interview together as well. I still remember when this happened, and if you guys haven't checked out the full video, make sure to check it out, it's a gem. Then of course, as most of you would know, not too long after this, we saw Carti release 2 singles ahead of his debut tape, Lookin' and Woke Up Like This, both of which featured Lil Uzi. Both of these tracks would get videos done for them. Interesting to note though, we do know that they first shot the video for Lookin', however this wasn't actually ever officially released. Instead they went ahead and released a video for Woke Up Like This first, and the Lookin' video wouldn't be seen fully until volume 2 of the Org DVD in 2018. Moving forward, in May 2017 we would see another collaboration of sorts between the two with the release of the long awaited Wrath. Although we were all kind of disappointed that Carti only had ad-libs on this track, it was so cool to have all these artists on the track together, and it still slaps today. Then fast forward to September, and Carti posted this on his social medias, confirming the rumors that had been circulated amongst the Carti and Uzi community for a while that a collab project was on the way, and it was titled 16 times 29 after the respective code/blocks. However, this was over 2 years ago now, and since then there has basically been no official word on the tape from either Uzi or Carti. As many of you would know, since late 2017 up until now, we've seen multiple collaborations between the two that were slated for the project leak. It's hard to pinpoint all the leaks that we've gotten from the two since then, but it's in the range of a full project's worth, with fan favorites like Break the Bank and Firearms/Squad leaking. In addition to this, we do know that there was actually a video shot for Break the Bank, which means it was most likely going to be a single for the project. The two even had announced a second tour together, the 16 times 29 tour, however that was cancelled before it even got started. And across 2018 and 19, there has been been little to report of the two's relationship outside of leaked collaboration surfacing. On Playboi Carti's Die Lit, we would get the fantastic Shooter, of which there actually exists an alternate version which leaked earlier on, and this leaked version features an Uzi verse in place of the Carti verse and is a must listen if you haven't checked it out. Carti would once again spark up rumors about the two's relationship and a possible collab project, saying in an interview that they had over 100 songs together in the vault. However, it has to be said that the relationship has seemingly become distant since 2017. They aren't really seen together as much anymore. Even when they are on the same festival together, they won't perform songs together or bring each other out, and for some reason there has been no update about 16x29, and there was no video shot for Shooter either, which was surprising because it was clearly the biggest song from Die Lit. Also, in addition to this, across 2016 and 17, we got a ton of snippets from them working on music together. However, across 2018 and 19, we didn't really get that many, and as of late, we haven't gotten any new snippets, which suggests even more that 16x29 isn't on the way anytime soon, and that they don't really hang out together or work together like that much anymore. It's hard to know exactly what happened between the two as we don't know them personally. I do not think, and I'm not suggesting that there is any sort of real beef. However, without a doubt, it's safe to say that they're just not as close as they once were during that 2015, 16, and 17 period, and that's pretty obvious. But that's all from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't, do make sure to hit that like button down below. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss out on my content, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Do make sure to check them out if you haven't.